Thanks for visiting Honest Components. There's a lot of confusion nowadays about the definitions for the conditions of electronic components. For example, what's the difference between factory new, new surplus, or refurbished material? Is new and original the same as factory new? For the next few minutes, I'm going to define 5 product conditions and describe certain attributes of each. These are factory new, new and original, new surplus, refurbished, and the C word that no one wants to hear, counterfeit. We at Honest Components promise to be upfront with you, our truly valued customer, on the condition of every part that we source. So let's get started. Factory new. These are electronic components that have not been previously used. They come in the original manufacturer sealed packaging. This includes original factory tubes, reels, trays, bags, labels, anti-static bags, etc. Factory new parts are free of any and all cosmetic and functional defects. All factory new components have consistent date codes, week codes, lot codes, and country of origin. Factory new material always includes traceability to the original manufacturer and the manufacturer certificate of compliance, or CofC. New and original. New and original electronic components are new in the original manufacturer's packaging, tubes, trays, reels, or as is specified by the manufacturer, and free of any physical defects such as scratches, test marks, third-party markings, programs, or bent leads. Components in tubes and trays should have the same date code, lot code, and country of origin. Components on a reel should have the same date code, lot code, and country of origin unless otherwise specified on the original factory label. A distributor can sell more than one date code in a shipment, but all components in a single tube, tray, or reel should contain a consistent week and lot code and country of origin. New and original material does not necessarily need to be factory sealed, although moisture-sensitive and static-sensitive devices should be packaged in their proper ESD packaging material. There is one exception, and that is that if the order is for a small quantity, the material may need to be placed in a third-party package, and in that case, the seller should then disclose that to the buyer. Finally, new and original material should always include the manufacturer's certificate of conformance, or CofC, and traceability back to the manufacturer. Unused, or also referred to as new surplus. These are electronic components that have never been electrically charged, never been used, and have never been placed on a board. New surplus material may have minor cosmetic defects, but should be guaranteed to meet the manufacturer's specifications when tested. New surplus may or may not have traceability to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer's CofC may or may not be included. Finally, surplus material may come in third-party packaging, on third-party reels, tubes, or trays, and depending on the quantity, may include mixed date codes or lot codes. Refurbished. Refurbished components, also called refurbs or pulls, are repaired and resold. There are many reasons they're considered refurbished. Usually, they've been electrically charged and then pulled or removed from a socket or other electronic application. They may have been polished or renovated in an effort to restore them to a like-new condition. Refurbished components may have had their leads realigned and retinned to give the lead a shiny new finish. There may be cosmetic defects such as scratches, slightly bent leads, faded markings, or chemical residue. Programmable refurbished components should be erased and should not contain programs. Refurbished components, however, should be tested and guaranteed just like new parts. Refurbished components can be a great deal for many sustainable companies. They just need to make sure they know what they're getting up front. Counterfeit, that C word. These are electronic components that have been unlawfully reproduced or misrepresented as to their origins or quality. Some common counterfeit techniques include sanding or remarking, black topping, reattaching or retinning leads, and relabeling the packaging. Low-spec parts can have their part numbers removed and replaced with higher-spec parts. Factory rejects can be repurposed, and cheap copies of the part can be easily manufactured. Many counterfeit parts are resurrected from scrap electronics and sold off as new. Counterfeiting of electronic parts causes potential hazards, including safety and loss of profits to companies, as well as harming the reputation of manufacturers and distributors. Thank you for viewing this short video. I hope it's provided you with a better understanding of electronic component part conditions as used in today's market. Feel free to email or call us with any questions or comments you have. Honest Components, keeping honesty and integrity in our industry.